What is up, y'all? Oh my gosh, I am back. It's been so long. So my nails are looking ratchet. It's been a month. I haven't done them in forever, but I have a dip powder kit I want to show you guys. It's from Amazon and the brand is called Enailcouture. It's just the dip powders. It doesn't have like no liquids or anything, but this is how the box looks. And you get 10 gram powders. So this is how it looks when you open it. These are just some instructions, your basic steps, everything you got to do. I'm not going to read it all. This is everything it comes with. Look at this little baby little nail file. How cute. And then here is a brush. Here we have all of the dip powders, and I'm going to swatch all of them today. So I'm going to be using some monomer to swatch them because I feel like you get the better color like when you swatch dip powder with monomer. So this is the first one, and it's called 01, and it is a black. So the monomer that I'm using today, by the way, is from Enailcouture. I'm not using odorless monomer because it's already difficult using dip powder as acrylic, so I decided not to go with odorless. So this is 02, and this glitter is so pretty. I love it. And this next one is 03. So initially, like when I was first picking them up, they looked like they were going to be super promising for acrylic. That's just how it seemed, but they don't dry all the way. These are definitely meant for dip powder. They are not meant to be used as acrylic. However, I had watched a video the other day from Femi Beauty, and she was doing a video on some dip powders, and they also didn't dry because they're not meant to be used as acrylic. So what she said to do was to use like a thin layer of clear acrylic to start with, and then use the dip powder and then cap it on top with some more clear acrylic. So that's what I decided to do, and it actually worked out pretty well. As long as you make sure you cover the whole nail completely with the clear acrylic, then it should be fine. They have some really pretty colors in here. I really liked them. And none of these jars are cracked. It just kind of looks like there's cracks on the bottom, but that's just like a glue to hold down the dip powders when they're inside the container, or that little foam thing, so they don't fall out. So don't worry, those are not cracked. This is the last one, and it is a gray color. I honestly had no freaking idea whatsoever what I was gonna do with these nails. I literally just started winging it. That's pretty much what I do all the time. I never plan these. So as you can see, these are still pretty wet, like they haven't dried. My finger can go right through them. So if you're gonna try this method, I don't really think it's beginner friendly. I'm gonna be using the Xxl Square tips by Enailcouture. And the reason I'm using these tips is because I don't have like any other tips that I really like. So that's why I'm using these full cover nails instead of tips. So what I was just doing there was I was putting primer on the inside of the nails. And now I'm going in with some base coat gel, also by Enailcouture. I'm just putting down a thin layer on the natural nail. Well, not really natural on my practice hand, but if it was your actual nail, it would be a thin layer on your natural nail and then a thicker layer on the inside of the fake nail. So I have like really in-depth videos about how to use the 1, 2, 3 go. I'm just doing this really quickly, and I'm racing through it. I'm not really like explaining anything. I'm not doing no blending or anything like that today. So if you want a really good in-depth review on how to put the 1 2 3 go on, you can find plenty of those on my channel. I pretty much use these almost all the time. I love them. So I'm going to go ahead and give these a full 60-second cure. And after they come out of the light, I'm going to use the smoothie buffer, and I'm just going to go over the tips just to kind of put some scratches in there. Nothing too crazy, just, you know, so they can stick well. And now after I do that, I am going to start with a clear layer from the Valentino. I actually got this from a friend. It's so funny how that actually started. Was she was just gonna send me something completely different, but she had her boyfriend do it. So I don't know why he thought to send me a clear acrylic too, but he sent me her brand new Valentino clear acrylic as well. I was like, oh, thank you so much for the clear acrylic. And she's like, what do you mean clear acrylic? I was like, the one you sent in the package. And then yeah, she did not mean to send that, but since her boyfriend did it, I don't know if he like didn't know, but I offered to send it back and she said no, it was fine, I can keep it. And I was so excited because I don't have anything Valentino, so, and I love this clear acrylic. It works so good. So thank you, Susie. Anyways, we are just putting down a really thin clear layer on this. Nothing too thick, you know, you don't really need it super thick because we're gonna go in with like a lot more layers. So y'all know I am not a professional at acrylic and I'm still learning. This is the first set I've done in like a little bit over a month. You guys are gonna freaking laugh at this nail. I don't know what the heck was wrong with me. Like, this nail is so crazy. Like, I just can't stop laughing inside my head because I don't know what happened here. This is like the disaster of all disastrous nails. You guys will see here in a minute like how freaking bad this nail comes out. I couldn't believe it. I was just shocked. I was like, dang, I know it's been a while, but I didn't think I would be this bad. It's my first nail. I mean, don't judge me. Do not judge me on this nail. This nail looks crazy. And then the dip powder, it wasn't wanting to move. Like if you use a big bead, it won't move. So if you guys try this, use small beads whenever you're using this type of dip powder as acrylic, because if you don't and you try to like spread it out, it's stuck. Like it does not move at all. So make sure you use little ones. This was the one I practiced on, and you see how good that came out. That ombre looked really good. So I'm hoping I can replicate that on the actual nail. It came out okay, but it did not look as good as my swatch stick ombre did. That one was a lot better. So I did try to practice and I still couldn't get it. I don't know. So again, if you guys are pretty new at this, I don't think this method is beginner friendly at all. I'm not saying I'm some pro, but I mean, I've been doing nails for a while, so I have a little bit of skills. This is like really hard. So if you guys are gonna use the dip powder, I don't recommend you use it as acrylic right away. Really make sure you get the feel of it and, you know, practice with actual acrylic before you try to start using this, because it's very hard to use. It's not like using regular acrylic at all. There's definitely some tricks, and it's just, you have to really get used to it. I still don't even think I got used to it, and my nails still look crazy. Thank goodness for filing, because if it wasn't for filing, yeah, these are crazy. But I mean, they're not super, super bad. So the colors that I had used were, I don't honestly remember the number of which ones they were. I think the pink color was number 4 or number 5, one of those. And then the purple, I don't remember what number the purple was, but you guys can go back to the beginning of the video and you can see what number the purple was. And I'm pretty sure that pink is number 4. So all I'm doing here is just trying to make an ombre. And then what landed up happening to this nail, I accidentally had to drop some glitter on it and I couldn't get it off. So I did not plan on putting glitter on this nail at all. But, you know, stuff happened. So I landed up just putting a little bit of glitter over this and here a little bit further into the video. So this is the glitter nail, and oh my gosh, I love this glitter. It is so, so pretty. This one was probably the easiest to work with, maybe because it's glitter and it's not, you know, as like powdery, but the glitter acrylic or the glitter dip powder was definitely a breeze to work with compared to the colors. So you guys are probably wondering, like, what the heck happened to you, Marissa? Where have you been? How come you're not posting videos? And to be 100% honest, I've just been really, really busy. I know I say that all the time, but this time around, it has just been very, very difficult to keep up with just everything in life. Like, I've been working nonstop. I literally, last week, I was working until 4 in the morning. And then like 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock at night, I was working on Saturday. And then, so this week was even crazier. Like, I work past 5 o'clock, like pretty much every single day. And then Thursday night, I was literally working till 7:30 in the morning. And then I still had to, you know, be up for my regular 8 to 5 shift. So things have just been very, very crazy with work. For some of you parents out there, you guys know, or if your state is doing online school just started back. So my daughter just started back at school like 2 weeks ago. And oh my gosh, I feel like I'm a teacher as well, because trying to get her set up for everything online was just difficult. It was so hard, but you know, we did it. We made it past the first 2 weeks. We're already moving on to, I think, the 3rd week. And it's just been so hard. Like, everything has just been hard. So shout out to all of the parents who are able to get that online stuff done. It was hard, but we did it. So this was the nail where I said I accidentally dropped glitter on it, and then I just decided to just put glitter on it. I think it actually made it look way better, because that ombre was not the best. But anyways, yeah, so that's why I've been busy. I really, really do miss doing my videos. I missed it so much. And so hopefully I'm back. I'm going to try to stay consistent. I'm not going to make any promises, because, you know, life just takes so many different turns and you just never know, you know, what day to the next. So I am going to cap all of these nails in clear. Well, I'm actually already doing that. If you haven't noticed, I'm capping every single one of them in clear. And make sure you put a pretty good generous amount, because you want to make sure that you have enough clear so you can file, because you still need to file the nails and make them look really good. And if you don't have enough clear acrylic on top and you start to file through that clear down into the color, then it just gets gummy. Everything is just gummy mess. So I couldn't fix that. I decided to just completely take it off. There was no saving that nail. That nail was done. So I took everything off, started off again, and as you can see, the beads that I'm working with are so small. I probably use like 100 little beads, literally, because using big beads with this, just, it was not working for me at all. Look at that. Huge difference. I think I actually did start to get the hang of it at this nail. Like right when I got to the very last nail, I got the hang of how to do it. Because you can see like this one was way more smoother compared to all the other nails I just did. You do get used to it. You know, just practice. I'm very rusty. I have not touched anything to do with nails in a little bit over a month. So this is my first set back, and I decided to use acrylic, well, dip powder as acrylic. I should have just used polygel or something for my first set back after a month, but it's all right. Now I'm just capping this in clear. These are how it looks after. Now I'm going to start filing them. I didn't put that much acrylic on the other nail, the ombre nail, so it kind of like ate through the top right here. It ate through it just a little bit, and it kind of left a little hole there. It's okay, we'll fix that here in a minute. So now I'm just gonna take my file, and this is the pill and stick file from Enailcouture, and I'm just shaping it up, making everything look nice and square. So that's my first nail. I'm going to start finishing the rest of them, and this is how they look when I'm done. As you can see, that ombre nail, you can see the little hole I have right there. It's right there. Don't worry about that, because how you can fix it is just cover it up with a diamond. Put some rhinestones. You can fix everything with the rhinestone. If you can't fix it with filing, you can fix it with diamonds. Well, not all the time, but you know, sometimes for little things like that. Don't stress out about it. I'm not going to stress out about it. But let me tell you, I was very stressed out this whole entire time. It took me like 2 or 3 hours to get these done. And the reason why it took me so long was not because the nails, just because everything else. I dropped my nail brush cleaner from Nail Supply Glamour all over my desk. If you guys have ever tried that nail brush cleaner, It's crazy. It literally, I dropped some underneath my drill and it took all of the black ink underneath my drill off. And it just stunk up my whole house. And then I accidentally forgot to clean out my brush, and then I got acrylic stuck in it, so I had to take like 30 minutes trying to fix my brush. I was just having a very, very bad day. But I do apologize if I'm talking too much in this video. I haven't talked to you guys in like over a month, so it just feels so good to come back on here and talk to all of you guys again. It's been so long and I'm just happy. Again, I'm sorry guys if I'm talking too much, but I really missed you. This is the final result. Oh my gosh, they look so cute. I swear I was never would I have guessed they would have looked this good. I like them. What do you guys think? Do you think they're cute? Do I still have some skills after not doing nails in over a month? But I really appreciate you guys. Thank you for sticking around. Again, this is the dip powder kit that I used. I will link it down in the description. I hope everybody is staying safe. I hope everyone is having a great weekend, and I will talk to you guys in the next one.